I was actually born in Brampton, just down the road. Spent a little bit of time here when I was growing up. Grew up in Georgetown, and I've been a Lawrence Scott for 28 years. So Brampton's always been a pretty big part of my life. I've had a lot of opportunities in the military that have all been very impactful. If I'm going to take anything away from my time, I'm going to go back to the people. It's the relationships that I've made. It's the people that you meet, and really the people that you do this and continue to do this for. And I think those people have had the most impact. I deployed to the former Yugoslavia in 2001. Really, we were well into peacekeeping at that point. It was a very different world back then, very different conflicts. Very similar in a lot of ways, but a very different time, Canadian peacekeeping. So I was very privileged to be a part of that. I think it's pretty special to be a Lawrence Scott. I think if you find a Lawrence Scott and ask them that, they'll tell you the same thing. So I think that's what I'm most proud of for my service. Secondary, I think, is serving Canada. But I think I'm pretty proud to be a Lawrence Scott. I've asked myself that question a lot. And would I be who I am? And I really don't think I would, whether that's an obvious statement or not. Certainly the training is going to shape you. The lifestyle has shaped me. The opportunities have shaped me. The good stuff and the bad stuff has all had a huge impact on who I am. And I've asked myself, would I change anything, or would I remove myself from any specific situation, or would I go back and remove things? And I don't think that I would, even with the bad stuff and even with the good stuff. Certainly dealing with people, interaction, relationships. I think leadership, that's all something I've learned to do better, obviously, with the military. And that's definitely shaped who I am. When I was in high school, Remembrance Day was very significant for me. I remember it being very significant. And I feel like history felt closer then. And as you get older, history gets a little bit further away every day. And then, you'll lose people that in the military, and history suddenly becomes a lot closer. It's vitally important to remember what happened 100 years ago. But it's also vitally important to remember what happened 20 years ago. And I found as we keep going through this in Canada and the military, we're unfortunately always going to have reasons to remember. Go to the Legion on Remembrance Day, go to the parades on Remembrance Day. Obviously, you may not have too much choice about that, but get involved in the community, even if it's just one day a year. Go and meet the reason that we do this. I think, like I said earlier, that it's not going to get further away. The memories aren't going to get further away. The events may become further away, but the reasons that there's been sacrifice, the reasons that people have given their lives for this country, those reasons aren't going to go away. And focus on that. Remember those things. Obviously, warfare has changed significantly. What hasn't changed is the people. It's still the same young people that we send to potentially make this sacrifice. It's the same young people that step up and say, hey, I want to serve Canada, and I'm willing to put this on the line. And that's always going to be the same. That's always going to be the similarity, is that the people aren't going to change. I had to make that transition myself between, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want anybody to know about this. I want to keep this a secret. I had to move from that to, I need to talk about this. I need to show other people that I can talk about this for their benefit, for leadership. And I think that's an important role as a leader. You need to show this example that it's okay to deal with this stuff. It's okay to talk about this stuff. It's okay to process. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to mourn, and it's okay to do it with help. I'll see you on Remembrance Day. I'll see everybody. Brampton's got a rich tradition with remembering and Remembrance Day. And I think that's awesome, and way better than a lot of communities. But find your community, go out, go to the Legion, go to the parade, talk to the people, and make it a little bit more closer to home.